Okay, I see that according to the demand, we have to continue on Chinuch. So I was going through a few articles or some of the courses that they had over here. What happened to our generation? Why it became so difficult to raise a child? Don't forget, our generation is very advanced when we talk about technology, very advanced. But as advanced as we're getting with the technology, the mental health of our kids is going backwards. We never saw a time that all the experts, all the advisors of the chinuch, psychiatrists, their hands are full. And it's dafka in our time when it's very advanced. There is so many problems we never saw before. And when it comes to teenagers, they're having very difficult time to deal with problems. They cannot. They're collapsing. And they feel like they failures. What happened? Why is it? It's supposed to be the opposite. If we are so advanced, so it might it's supposed to be easier. So we wanted to see what is the expert, the biggest expert actually in the field, what they have to say. They're saying all kinds of things. So one of them that we can relate to, the influence of the house today, it's not like the influence in the old days, when the house was mamash a shelter for every child. Child felt there that he is safe and it stays like that. Everybody knew his place, and the kids were actually very, very happy without all the sophisticated things that we today having at home. Today, the influence of the house is very weak, extremely weak. Why? Because the kids most of the time are out. They're coming back home at 5 o'clock. So how long do they have to stay home until they go to sleep? 2-3 hours. So we think, and I know it's natural, that we handed over the chinuch to the yeshiva or to the school, and that's it. meaning the authority of the parents is not like it used to be. It's very low today. The parents lost some of the authority. Also, many things came to us from the outside. And don't forget, why by the Hasidim they having much easier time than us? Because they have all the same thing, they have the same goal, everything is the same. Almost the chinuch in every house is the same. Why? Because it's a group that all the same. Some yeshivot, even in America, they'll accept boys or girls only if the parents or only if the father is an avrech. If he is not avrech, they're not going to accept you. Why not? Why not? Because they have a certain way, and they want everybody to be on the same page. When our kids get into a classroom, we have maybe every kid is a different page. Every kid is a different page. He's coming from a different home, different demands, what is good for them. This one is not good for the other one. And that's all. That's how the kids get mixed up and messed up. Why? How many times happened to you when a child came home and he wants something that his friend from the classroom has and he don't have because you don't let it happen. He said, why he can have it and I cannot have it? How many times did we hear it? How many times?
Plenty, Rabbi. Many times.
All the time.
So the child is already, it is going to be very difficult to raise him because his mind is all over the place. This is a part of a problem. Now, sometimes we see a problem also and we say, okay, the child is still small. While they're small, we can still make money. And now we're neglecting the problems that we see. And when the child become a teenager, we're standing, we don't know even what to do. And no matter how much therapy they will get or how much help they will get, it will never be the same like if we're going to feed them while they're small in our home. It's much different. Now, another thing I saw that I liked is not only the way that we're going to give a chinuch will work, some of the parents, they don't have the missing emunah they're missing. When you become a parent, Hashem gave you all the qualification to be a parent. We have no excuses. Otherwise, Hashem will not give us a kid because we're not capable. Meaning, if we have a child, we're responsible and we can do the job. But you need koach for this, and Hashem gives you the koach. What happened today? Today, everything is instant coffee. We don't want to invest. We don't want to invest. Like you're taking food, you put in the microwave, ding, a minute, 2 minutes is already too much fun, right? So we try everything on the child, instant coffee. Didn't work, to the next one. A child is not an instant coffee. It's not. Because everything that we try, we have to see, as I said in the first place, we have to see if it fits our child. Not every advice will be good for your child, and not what your sister is doing to her children. It doesn't mean that it's good for your children. We're looking there, and we're looking here. They're saying, you know what? I'll try what she is doing because I see her kids knows how to sit down on the table and eat like normal kids. Why I cannot do it? Okay, I copy what she's doing. You have different kids. Much more challenging. Why? Because you're more capable than your sister. So you don't look there. You look here. What do I have to do with my kids? So, at the old days, every parent will tell you the main thing on the agenda was chinuch, nothing else. In the old days. In the old days. Not in our days. Another problem is the parents are very busy. Ima is working, Abba is working non-stop. And both of them coming home already like now to start with a child that he needs full attention. And today, everybody is busy with himself. How do I look? How is my hair? How is my shoes? Amazon? Thank God for Amazon, right? Everybody is busy with himself. So you don't have time for your kids now. I'm busy with myself. And they don't know how to give love and warmth to a child, a natural one. Because as we call the modern life is very pressure life, because we have to stand by the standards. And where is the patient? I'm asking the mothers, not talking about fathers because they don't have blood patient. This, we know. But the mother that's supposed to have a patient for her own child, where is it? Where is it?
It's wasted throughout the day.
Ah,
it's wasted throughout the day in busy lives, and by the time they get home to their kids, it's done. Rabbi, I was going to work and I was finishing up school while I had kids, and by the time they would get home from school, I had nothing left of me to give. Nothing. Zero. That was the reality.
So, באמת, that's the reality. And we don't have today the patience that they used to have. And it's costing us. And it's costing us. It's costing the kids, actually. They're paying the price. Another thing is the atmosphere on the streets. Terrible. The midot. Terrible midot. Terrible. And if we want or if you don't want, it has influence on the young kids. Even where we live, it makes a big impact on the kids. So even the Gemara says, in the door when the Mashiach comes, chutzpah is great. There is the door of chutzpanim, the generation of chutzpah. No real respect to nobody. A fake one, yes. And if you know how to give a fake one, or you're already on a level. And also, don't forget, at least in Israel, we didn't have TV, and we didn't hear all the negativity and the criticism. Today, from the morning until evening, we just hearing negativity. Negative, 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 negative. And that's what we're doing at home. And the kids also. The older people over here, did you ask once your father, Abba, where are you going?
Never,
No,
never,
never. No.
Or did you tell once to your father, please don't go?
Never,
No.
never.
Never thought of it.
Or a kid will come to tell you, Abba, how come you left without telling me?
No.
We had to ask our father if we could ask him a question.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's exactly what it was. But today, a child talking to a father, like,
like they're friends.
Alavai. Not even friends. Like he is the policeman. Don't go. Abba, where are you going? The cucumber asking the farmer, where are you going? That's where we are today. So imagine how the classroom looks, huh? Could you imagine? And we have to admit that most of our effort is going to the outside to have as comfortable life as possible. We have to admit we cannot close our eyes and say, no, it's not correct. It's correct. So now, when the kids sees that the parents, whatever they want, they get. He has a nice room? Yes. A nice bed? For sure. The color that he wanted? Yes. The phone that he wanted? Oy vavoy, if not. And everything is there. If I have a problem with my friend or in school, what we expecting the parents? To supply this also. I don't want to put any effort. Why should I put? My parents will do it for me. Like they did everything for me until now. So now, since we cannot deal with a problem, we're lifting our hand and we says the child is in depression. Yohanu. So I want to tell the parents that the kids of today are spoiled. They're spoiled. We're spoiling them. Either from some parents I hear that they're too tough on the kids. And from the other parents I hear they don't let the child to do anything. Two ends. So I don't want to paint over here a picture which is very, very black. I want you to know that many parents that I know are doing very well, extremely well. It's only small amount that they need improvement. They have to get back on the highway to roll the sleeves, and sometimes you have to move. Sometimes you have to change the yeshiva. Sometimes you have to change what you have here because what you have here will not work. It needs work. It needs changes. It needs creativity, which we're not ready to do it. But if you love your child and you want him to be successful, sometimes that's what it's needed. Okay? And I know many parents, not one and not two. They moved, they sent the kids far away, here, there. They had a goal and they wanted to accomplish it, and they did. And they did. To tell you that it was easy? No. Are now they enjoying their effort? Yes. For sure. And also, it became also that the schools are not able to cope also with the problem anymore. If a child moves a little bit extra, right away they're asking for a shadow. A shadow, my shadow. Thank God I was not going up now.
Rabbi, right away they asked to be evaluated for ADD, ADHD, and medication. Right away.
Thank God, because if I was now, they'll give me 5 shadows and all the pills in there that they can just stuff in me. Nobody told me ever that I'm ADD, ADHD. There is, we cannot deny it. There is. And sometimes we have no choice. We have to evaluate. Yes, because the kid is suffering. He is suffering. But not every move he needs to go to evaluation. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. Is the parents have to be expert? That's what it sounds like.
No,
Is Hashem expecting us to be expert?
just to be educated.
No.
One by one.
Oh, and try to help the child.
Just to be educated, not expert.
Okay.
He just has to be willing to want to help the child in the right derech.
So now Hashem gave us a child that is the future. And we're saying that Hashem is so irresponsible to give it to parents that Bechlal have no clue what to do with him. Can we say it?
I think so, because we have no clue, but we could seek out help. We could read books. We could ask rabbis, rebbitzins. I think we need the support, because then otherwise we become too reactive and the child has no no chance.
Okay. Do you have to be a professional?
No.
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 I think you have to this day and age because it's really hard.
Do you have to be a psychologist in order to have a child?
Maybe.
No, we have to make
No.
that they learn Torah.
No.
Now. Yes.
No. No. You don't have to be expert. You don't have to be a psychiatrist. You don't have to be a therapist. Hashem gave you a child because you have the qualification, natural ones. And soon I'll say what they are and how to utilize it.
No, Grizzly. No.
What did I do?
No.
Okay.
Rabbi, can I ask a question?
One sec.
Okay.
If we are not expert, how we will know what's going on inside the child's mind? How do we know?
By spending time with them, getting to know them.
So here we go. We have to be a role model. That's number one. So that's why we started with Shlom Bayit. If you don't have this, don't even start to think about chinuch.
Rabbi, what if you don't have a good role model? Then what happens?
Then you carry the consequence. What can I do?
But I think every parent has to educate themselves and try to change.
Again, you need to have a shalom bayit, respect among the parents. They should be a role model for the kids. That's number one. The kids has to see that the parents working on the character, on the midot. That's number two. Number three, the challenge of the chinuch have to be number one challenge of the family. Not number 5. Number 1. And above
Can you
all,
repeat that, Rabbi?
and above all, you have to pray. You have to pray to Hashem. And this is mamash, almost the perfect recipe what to do with the child.
Rabbi, can you please repeat?
I'll repeat. Role model, meaning shalom bayit, a good one, no compromising on this one. The parents working on their character constantly. The chinuch is number one goal of the house. Number one goal. And above all, you have to pray very good. You need Hashem's help. You need siyata d'shmaya.
Thank you.
Okay? And if you want something that Torah will offer you chick-chack, and it will work very nicely, here we go. In the language, the professional one, we call it empathy. Empathy. They found a nice name for it. Empathy. Meaning I am I'm sharing the pain with you. In the Torah is in one line. One. What I can say now in 10 hours, the Gemara said in one line. Okay? This is something that works miracles and wonders. There is a Gemara Masechet Shabbat Tav Kav Vav. A story is that a goy came in front of Shammai. He told them, I want you to convert me, right? But the condition is you're going to teach me the whole Torah on one leg. Shammai was so upset at him. He had, something in his hand. He said, get out of here before I'm gonna give it to you. So he went to Hillel HaZaken. Hillel what? Converted him. He said, now let me tell you what is the Torah. On one leg. Stand on one leg and I'll tell you the whole Torah. What did he tell him? No? Maybe you know?
Don't do something to others.
One by
Whoever.
one. One by one.
Don't do to others something that you won't like.
Whatever is hurtful to you, don't do to another person.
Exactly. In the Lashon of the Gemara is mandesane lach lechaverach lo ta'avit. What you don't like other people to do to you, don't do it to other ones. And the whole Torah is go learn how to get to this point. Go to learn how. Now, here we go. All the mothers and the fathers. Do you like somebody to criticize you?
No.
No.
Don't do it to your kids. Mandesane lach. What you don't like other people to do to you, why are you doing it to your kids?
Sometimes you want to teach them, but maybe that's
This is not a way to teach. I'm
Right.
sorry.
right.
Okay? So now, judge everybody favorably. Yes? Are you judging your child all the time favorably?
No.
No. Okay? And then it says, ומקבל את כל האדם בסבר פנים יפות. Everybody that you see, hi, how are you? Especially the Americans are very good at it. Hi, how are you? We, the Israelis, are not so good at that.
They don't like it. Yeah.
We don't like it. וזה,
Yeah.
מה הבעיה שלך? מה הבעיה שלך?
Yeah.
But the American, even if they hate you, how are you? Nice to meet you. You know, everything fake. אבל מה? That's the correct way. הווה מקבל את האדם בסבר פנים יפות. Be nice to people. Smile at them. When you keep coming home, are you smiling at them? I leave it up to you.
Yes.
I leave it up to you.
Of course.
The Pirkei Avot says, "Al tihi noach lichos." Don't be quick to get angry. No. How quick are you to get angry?
Very fast.
Okay, good.
Snap of a finger.
Now, do a kid needs a respect, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
They deserve it, but we don't give it to them.
What will happen to the husband if he's not going to respect you? Lynch. So why are we doing it to our kids? One line, you fixed all the problems. Are you allowed to say bad words?
Asur. No way.
So, do you like if your husband will say bad words to you? So why are we saying it to our kids? "Mandesani lach lechaverach lo ta'avid." What you don't like, why are you doing it to somebody else? Are you allowed to embarrass a child? Huh?
No.
No.
Do you like somebody to embarrass you?
No.
No.
No. Hillel said one line, you fix all this, your job will be very easy.
Rabbi, can you say it in Hebrew again one more time? The first.
mandesani lach lechaverach lo ta'avit. This is Aramaic. Whatever you hate, right? That other people are doing to you, don't do it to your friend. Do you like somebody to criticize you? Ah,
No.
No, of course
No.
not.
No.
my advice to you, put your phone on tape and see how many times you're criticizing your kids and your husband and everything else. And then please don't forget to send me the recording.
Rob, what about the pasuk in Mishlei about someone who hates his son? He's not going to give him musar.
Which means what?
Which means that if you hate your son, you're not going to give him a rebuke.
So it means I have to embarrass him.
There's a way to do it without embarrassing.
There is a criticism that will build you, and there is a criticism that will kill you. We'll get to it. B'ezrat Hashem. How about seeking revenge or holding a grudge?
Nope. Shouldn't do it.
Are we doing it?
Yes.
So what do we want from the kids? How many things we have to work on? Okay, you don't have to be no professor, no psychiatrist, no therapist. Look, simple Jew that knows how to read. So many books, and he has to start. Maybe if to find himself, or she have to find herself a shiur to work on the character. We have to change it. The child needs empathy. The same way that the ladies like empathy. Same way, no? What do you think? A child don't need it? And how he needs it? That's why you see them, they don't know where to take their anger out. Sometimes kids coming to shul, they're running outside, they're breaking everything that they have. Why? That's how they take their anger out. They're frustrated. And by this behavior, I know already that the parents are not doing a job at all. You can see some kids sitting down, they read. Some kids in, out, in, out, in, out, like they have ants on the chair. They cannot. When they're going outside, wow. I want to give you a few examples, and let's see what you're going to say. Okay? Please pay attention. Ima. This child is a nudnik, is nudging me from morning until evening. He drained me out. He's chasing after me to every place. He only wants attention. I can't take it anymore. Here comes Abba, the advisor. So Abba saying, give him few minutes just for him. Maybe it will calm him down. He needs you. But only you. Ima answering back. until I get 10 minutes of quiet. You want to take it from me also? I need also peace and quiet. I can't deal with this child anymore. All day long, he needs attention. Don't. I need a break. Is she right?
No.
What happened? Everybody's so quiet?
How old is the
He has,
child?
he has a point.
55.
It doesn't matter the age. It matters because if a child feels love, if child feels understanding, I'm here for you, I'm here, I can talk to you, I can be with you, he does need only 10-15 minutes. Child needs
Ima
attention.
said, I'm drained out. I give him as much as I can all day long.
So she needs rest.
Okay.
She has a right to her feelings, but the approach is not the right one.
Okay. Now let's go to older people. Okay? You were sewing a dress for the wedding of the cousin of the neighbor. Finally, the dress was ready, and you're going to the wedding. What are you hoping? What are you hoping?
Compliments.
Everyone's going to compliment you. How wonderful.
Okay. Nobody even pay attention. And she was very disappointed. In the morning, she saw the neighbors. She said, yesterday, I went with a new dress. It took me a few months until I saw that. Nobody even paid attention to the new style that I came up with. So the neighbor was a good one. She said, why didn't you come and say, do you like my new dress? I sewed it by myself. Why didn't you say it? Okay. Here is the answer. And the answer was, the whole deal is that they have to look at me and come and give me a compliment. I don't have to remind them to tell, because then I don't know if the compliment is truthful or not. You understand what I'm saying? If you're asking your friend, do you like my dress? What you going to say?
Rabbi, it's called fishing.
Yes.
For a compliment. Fishing for a compliment. Asking for one.
Okay, fine. And you say, yeah, yes, I like it. And maybe she don't want to disappoint you. And you say, yes, but to yourself you're saying, piece of garbage. Okay? But if it's coming from herself, she say, wow, what a dress. Oh, how we can relate it now to the child? Take this one now, bring it home. What went on?
Is it that the child wants you to compliment him and notice him without him coming to the parent and saying, look at me? Is that what it is?
Exactly. The child, he cries all day long, mommy. And Ima Kara doing him a favor, he says, why every time I have to tell you that I need attention? Why can't you come to me 5 minutes? Let's play. Bo. On your own. The kids will get so excited. He says, I didn't call for that. Ima picked it up on her own. We're waiting until this child will come, miskin, like as a beggar. Okay, okay, come. I'll do you a favor. Sit down, and he feels awful, he feels. When was the last time that we initiated giving attention to the child? They're always coming to us.
Rabbi, I have a question.
By the way,
What is
that's what the ladies want from their husbands. Do I have to tell you that I need attention? Can you pick it up? You're living with me already 10 years. Don't you want it?
Of course.
So if you want it, imagine a child. That's why they're difficult to deal with, because they don't get what they need. You think that you're giving what they need. They don't. They don't. It's very sad. When the child will be satisfied with only 5-10 minutes, when it's coming from us. When it's coming from him, you give him 2 hours, it's not going to be enough. We're waiting for him to be the initiators. We have to be the initiators. But we don't have time because we have to do shopping on Amazon.
Quadra, whenever you go, you want to give them time. They're like so busy doing something else or playing or whatever. They say, mommy, like something fast, and then they run away.
Join with the game. Can I join?
Okay, I'll try that.
Before they ask, right?
Before they ask.
What if they rather play with their friends?
Okay. Then when the friend will leave, then you get into the action. Usually we're happy when the friend's coming. I'm off. I can now look not only Amazon, maybe eBay,
So funny.
maybe other things. Yeah, friends. Play with your friends. Leave me alone.
Netflix.
Thank you for letting me play with my friends.
Netflix. I don't know what it is.
I love my pink and purple flowers. Hours.
Rabbi, what if you do initiate, but the child does not
Are you
want
on mute?
What?
Are you on mute?
Yes.
Rabbi, what if you do initiate, but the friend does not want to? I mean, the child doesn't want to.
Okay.
So you just leave it alone? Next
First
time?
period when the bird was in
Leave it alone, yes.
your room.
Okay, thank you.
That was crazy.
Leave it alone. Okay, now. Do you want somebody to judge you fairly?
Yes.
Or criticize you?
No, fairly, no criticism.
Okay, here we go. I'll give you a scenario. A child broke a cup. You can say, okay, it happens. Okay, it's fine, it's okay. Mistake, everybody, טעות לעולם חוזרת. A mistake, we all making mistakes. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Don't worry. I feel bad for, I made a boo-boo. So if I'll hear what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, yalla. That's fair. That's fair. How about this approach now? You broke the cup. I knew it's going to happen. Again, you lost your wallet. I'm not going to give you money anymore. You're losing everything. What? The soup was spilled? This child is ruining all my meal. Why did you spill the soup? How would you feel?
Very low about myself. Down. Self-esteem is crushed.
Tell me something, but tell me the truth. How many times we're doing it to our kids?
A lot. Very much.
I missed it. Can you repeat it? I'm sorry, Rabbi.
Again, repeat.
Just the last part.
You're going to have to hear it on the... Please, don't get off and then come back and tell me to repeat. You know, I'm...
Okay, Rabbi, I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
gonna ask somebody else.
So, I think that every extra word will be extra. It's a terrible approach, and it's not fair, and it's no empathy, and you're not doing what the Torah tells you to do. This is how you give a chinuch to a child. You're not fair. You didn't break half palm? Not even once you didn't break? No dish? No cup?
We forgot, Rabbi.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. When it comes to other people, your memory is very good. When it comes to you, pitom, you're becoming Mr. Biden. Don't remember. Okay, now let's go to criticism. If you want to say a criticism, okay, how about this? Your child is late. She came from school late today. Ima, usually you coming on time. Why did you come late today? That's one approach. And the second approach is you always late. Which one you don't like?
The second one.
Always one. Rabbi told us not to say
It's
that.
The second one.
always right.
Your child have to fill up for the school, you know.
Application form?
Application. And you, after she said, I'm done, you're looking at this and half of it she didn't put in. one way to say the criticism, I think that there is few details that missing, or you don't know how to fill up application. Which one is no good?
The second one.
Number 3. Chaval that you used in a word that is very hurtful. Or you have no self-control bichlal. Which one you will pick?
2. The first one.
You see where I'm aiming toward?
It's like attacking versus expressing how you feel.
Do you want somebody to attack you?
Never.
Okay. Don't do it to your child. Do you want your husband to scream at you or your boss? Why are you screaming at the child? Do you like somebody to threat you? If you're not going to listen to me, pack your stuff, go back to your mother. Do you like it?
No.
So why are you threatening our kids?
I think we look at them more of a possession than an actual person. I think it's the way we look at them.
That's why it's difficult to raise them. It's difficult because they feel inside that you're not fair.
And they can't really do anything about it when they're little.
Igal said it in one line. The whole Torah in one line. I'm saying things what you don't like, but we're doing it to somebody else. And to whom? To the one who's very close to you, came from you, your kid. Which is the most hurtful thing that can happen to a child. He goofed. Okay, he didn't do good. You have to pour on this, more this. How about if you made a boo-boo? You want somebody to come, your husband said, yes, you have 2 left hands. Chaval, I didn't know that before I got married to you. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to... Number 4, and the last one for tonight. 2 sisters. One sister, she is a secretary. And she's saying to her sister, don't ask what a difficult day I had today in my job. Why? My manager came to me with complaints. She don't appreciate my effort, bichlal no. The sister said to her, innocently, it looks like you have to put more effort because otherwise she's gonna fire you. And the sister saying to herself, how does she know that I'm not putting enough effort? Is she all day long in my job? Why she told me this? Maybe my boss was today, she had a problem with her husband and she poured everything on me. If I was her, I would have said, and after all this, you still have ability to work? So instead of having empathy to me, to understand me, she give me musar and she pours salt on my open wounds. Did you hear that? Let's go home now. Let's go home. You'll be the judges now. The kid, the daughter saying to the mother, Ima, don't ask what happened today in the classroom. My mora screamed at me that I'm not focused in the shiur, in the class. Even though yesterday, I made such an effort to finish my homework, I knew everything so good. Ima, here's the answer. I told you, it's because you're going to sleep late. That's why you cannot concentrate in the class. Now, since your mind is not in learning, if you're going to continue this way, you're going to see what kind of report card you're going to get. I told you to sleep in time. Is this the right approach?
Not at all. You just killed a child. This neshama is suffering so much now.
Is the sister that told her sister, the secretary, you have to put more effort, was right?
No.
The child came to you to tell you I gave it my best shot that I can give. You said, okay. And you continue to sit in the classroom and you stay in the class. Very nice, you're such a good girl. Very good. Instead, what Ima find? She found time now to finish cheshbon with her. I told you to sleep early. You're not listening to me. Good for you. The teacher will give it to you. Maybe she can help. And if you want to pour more salt and say, Hashem send you teacher to tell you, then you're not respecting your Ima when I tell you to go to sleep.
Oy, baboy.
How many times we did it?
That's a little too extreme. I hope that doesn't happen in real life.
You'll be surprised how many times it's happening. You'll be surprised. The child didn't say a word. She turned around. She went to her room. Bitter. Why? My mother don't understand me. My own mother don't understand me. So who will? Who will?
Outside. She won't talk to her mother anymore.
But the child now don't know there is outside. Right now she's saying, even my mother don't understand me. The one who brought me to the world don't understand me. What can I do?
But כבוד הרב, can you give this judgment. Well, I'm sorry. Can I give you a scenario real quick? It's going to be hard to explain it. So if, let's say, your daughter doesn't let you help her with anything, like with homework or anything, and you know she's doing it wrong. So I let her do it, even though it's wrong, so she will learn on her own. Then she comes back and shows me that she actually needed help. And I would empathize with her, and then I tell her, you need to come to me so I could help you. I also know these things. So is that okay to do, or is that also bad?
What's the problem?
I don't know, because you got me scared right now. Wasn't it a similar situation?
No.
Okay, that's fine then. Okay, thank you.
No, it's not. I don't know. Okay, I think you have a lot to think about. But I want you maybe to write on the wall of the house. What you hate other people to do to you, don't do it to somebody else. Write it on your door. Write it in the living room. Everywhere. Will help you a lot. Will help you a lot.
Can you say it in Hebrew, please?
מה ששנוא עליך,
אל תעשה לחבריך.
בדיוק.
ואהבת לרעך כמוך.
It's not. No, that's the next stage already. We have to start from this.
I thought Hillel said ואהבת לרעך כמוך.
No. That's
No?
Rabbi Akiva.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You mentioned a while ago today that you need to show the children that you're working on your midot. How do you show that?
How do you show it?
Yes.
You don't.
I mean, they do.
They know how to sense it. They see that you don't scream and you don't yell and you don't get angry. You see it, you explain, you pamper them. Even if you want to criticize, in the beginning you say, you're always coming on time. You're always on time. What happened today?
Brother, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Let's say there is a moment when I'm getting angry for some reason that my child is behaving. And if I tell my child what is happening right now is making me angry, but I'm controlling myself and I'm going to count till 10 instead. Is that something good to tell a kid or not?
Yeah. But first of all, we have to find out why the kids wants to get on your nerve.
Let's see.
Rabbi, I have a question. What do you do with with children who constantly say to the parent, "I dare you"? Like they playfully say, "I dare you to splash water on me," or something like that. They just they kind of have fun with it. But what do we need to do as a parent? Should we do the dare or should we not do it?
What is it saying?
Like the child is saying, "I dare you," like I dare you to splash the water on me, or to
Who is saying it?
What?
To whom is it saying it?
To the parent.
What?
But have you threatened them that you're gonna splash the water on the kid?
No, they just want to.
Okay, so you have a job to do.
That's what I'm asking for advice. I don't know.
I'm afraid that this is the way that you're talking.
No, Hashem.
So where did they pick it up?
They take it from the school, Rabbi. They take it from the school.
I don't know. No, the school is good. I don't know.
Could be amongst the kids. or the
I
outsiders?
advise you very much to stop blaming the schools.
No, it's not the school.
Enough.
It's definitely not the school.
Enough. It's not the school. The school gets all the problems that the kids coming from home. You have one. We have 25 problems in the classroom. What do you want the school to do? A magic?
It's more outside. It's more outside.
They're blaming the schools left
They
and
think
right.
they're paying tuition, so school should deal with the problems of the family.
I agree. That's what they think.
It's not right at all.
Not at all.
I don't think it's that. It's just because we do not know what's happening in school. We have no control of the
We
environment.
don't know even what's happening in our house.
That's true.
Exactly.
Thank you, Rabbi.
What do you want from the school? You don't know what's going on in your domain. To be continued.
Thank you, Rav.
Bullshit,
Shavuot
Rabbi. Shavuot
Have
tov.
a good night.
Thank you, Rabbi. Shavuot tov.
7 o'clock.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Shavuot tov, Rabbi.
Don't forget to
Thank you.
change
Thank
the
you.
clock.
Yeah.
Get 1 hour sleep.
Now it's 9:30.
Right.
What time is the shore tomorrow, Rabbi?
Thanks.
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
We're
According
changing
to
the clock. Is the same?
Same
Yes.
thing.
And
Okay?
how about next Motzei Shabbat? Also at 9?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Shavuot tov.
See you tomorrow in the morning.
Thank you, Rav. Shabbat tov, everybody.
Thank you.